interesting that Texas won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. Interesting in the fact that they have that much confidence in their defense to hold down this man, Reggie Bush, and this SC offense.
Now it's put up time. They kick it to him. 2 yards, 3 yards deep in the end zone. He's coming. He gets to the 10, he gets to the 12, and down he goes, brought down by Robert Killebrew.
There you'd have the opening kick to what many consider to be the greatest game in college football history. Hello everyone, I am David D'Amico, and welcome to another edition of Sports Moments, the show where we relive some of the greatest moments in sports history. Now last week I talked about a moment that was agonizing for me. So now, I'm going to talk about a moment that was great. The 2005 BCS National Championship game between the University of Southern California Trojans and the University of Texas Longhorns. Now before we get into the video, I just want to bring up some things about me. If you saw my last video about the 2016 World Series, then you'll know I'm a Cleveland Indians fan. You see, there are two places in the United States that I call home for me. The greater Cleveland area in northeast Ohio, and the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in North Texas. Currently, I live in the DFW area. I was supposed to be moving to Cleveland for the summer, but because of what's been going down in this world, I don't think that's going to happen, so I'll be suffering through another 100-degree summer here in Dallas, but that's beyond the point. Because of my dual citizenship, you're going to see me claiming fandom for Dallas and Texas-based teams, and fandom for Cleveland and Ohio-based teams. So my two favorite college football teams are naturally Texas and Ohio State. My sister went to the University of Texas, and I have a cousin who went to Ohio State. So those are my two favorite college football teams. That being said, I also have some cousins who went to USC, and I know they'll love this video. Anyways, let's get on with it. January 6, 2006. I was in 4th grade. And I remember the kids at the lunch table talking about that game and who they thought was going to win. I remember saying, there is no doubt USC was going to win this game. Reggie Bush had just won the Heisman. Matt Leinart seemed unstoppable. And the Trojans hadn't lost a game since September 27th, 2003. The Longhorns came into that game undefeated as well. And not only did they win all of their games, they dominated in them. The only tight game they had was a 25-22 victory against Ohio State in Week 2, but their 70-3 beatdown against Colorado in the Big 12 title game proved that they were ready to clash on the big stage. The game was played just 14 miles away from the campus of USC, in front of 93,986 people. Everyone knew that they were in for one heck of a ride. Texas's defense wasn't messing around. They forced USC into a 3-and-out on the first possession, but after Aaron Ross would fumble the punt, USC would capitalize, scoring a touchdown, a 4-yard run by Lindell White. After that, I was sure that this game was going to be a blowout in favor of the Trojans, and then this happened.
2nd down and 10 after an incomplete third pass. That's Dominic Bird, the tight end. He's a very fast guy, and sometimes he goes deep. They drop it off, got a little screen action set up for Bush. Oh, look out! Ball fumble. Texas has got it.
He's trying to lateral the ball is what he was doing, Keith. He saw a teammate out to the side and flipped the ball out there, and Texas has got it.
I'm not really sure what Reggie Bush was thinking on that play, but Texas would take the ball down and get 3 points out of it. On the ensuing drive, Matt Leinart would throw an interception to Michael Griffin, and Longhorns fans knew that the momentum was on their side. Off of that interception, a little-known guy by the name of Vince Young would tell Reggie Bush, "Hey, Reggie, this is how you do it."
First down, Texas.
Young's got it, going to run it. Lost the ball. Pitched it out. He pitched it out.
Touchdown,
And
Texas.
touchdown to Selden Young.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, video replay would later show that Vince Young's knee was down, but let's hypothetically say that Texas would have scored on that drive anyways, from where he was down. After another strong hold from the Longhorn D, Ramonce Taylor would take a 30-yard rush to the house, and at the half, Texas was up 16-10. Now, in games like these, the favored team will usually play lackluster in the first half and then collect themselves in the locker room and come out strong in the second half. Well, let's see if USC collected themselves.
And go to the draft. Or whether Reggie Bush will go to the draft. Maybe depend on what happens here tonight. The Trojans right now get it back to White, and he rams it into the end zone. Touchdown. 4th down and 1 with White, the deep back. Big play here, folks. Goes to White, runs up the middle. That'll do it. Touchdown. Reggie Bush is your deep back. He gets it. Goes to the outside with it. Oh, it's around the corner. Touchdown. Leonard going for it. Jarrett. Touchdown.
Well, I'd say they collected themselves. Texas was now down by 12, with only 6 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Everybody was ready to crown USC once again, and have them go down as one of the greatest college football teams of all time. But Vince Young knew that this game was far from over.
Kevin Thomas pinned him until help came. 2nd down and 4. He got 6 yards on that little short pass. Young slips a little, coming back. There's daylight. Here he goes. Touchdown.
Now only down 5, it was up to the Texas D to come up big once again.
But Lendell White's in there. He's the power back.
He gets it.
He didn't get it.
He gets it, meaning he got the ball.
That official right there is marking the ball. And he's marking it short of the first down. Texas football.
You know, I wonder if that play was the reason why Pete Carroll didn't hand the ball off in Super Bowl 49. Makes you think, doesn't it? Well, it was up to Vince Young once again. He would get the Longhorns down the field, putting them inside the Trojan 10-yard line. After an incomplete pass on 3rd and 5, I don't even need to analyze what happened next. It speaks for itself.
4th and 5, the national championship on the line right here. He's going for the corner. He's got it. Vince Young scores.
And after that, what would he do as Texas would go for 2?
4-2. Runs it. And made it.
We all knew, we just witnessed the greatest individual performance in quite possibly the greatest college football game in history. The Longhorns were the new kings of college football, and the dynasty USC had built was over. So what happened next? Well, after that game, USC did go on to win 3 more Rose Bowls, but in 2010, they would go under investigation, as it was concluded that Reggie Bush and a few other USC athletes were accepting gifts from sports agents. This resulted in him giving back his Heisman Trophy. USC had to vacate their final 2 wins from the 2004 season, which included their 2004 national title, and they had to vacate all of their wins from the 2005 season. Shortly after that, Pete Carroll would move on to coach in the NFL, where he had great success with the Seattle Seahawks. Though I find it very ironic that at both the college and pro level, Pete Carroll would win a title, and then they'd go back the next year, and then he'd get defeated. Kind of ironic, don't you think? As for Texas, they would have great seasons following that one, and even get back to a BCS champion game in 2009, only to lose to Alabama after Colt McCoy got hurt in that game. Since then, it has been a lot of agony in the Longhorn fan base, but we'll see how the senior year of Sam Ehlinger goes. Now, how did the careers of some of the key players from that game fare? Well, Reggie Bush would get selected 2nd overall in the 2006 NFL Draft by the Saints, and would win a Super Bowl with them in the 2009 season. Matt Leinart would get picked 10th overall by the Cardinals, but he never really lived up to the expectations that he had. And as for Vince Young, he had one of the most promising rookie seasons, and even got to grace the cover of Madden 08. But after troubles with head coach Jeff Fisher, his career kind of went south, and he was never able to be the same quarterback he was his rookie year. However, Matt Leinart and Vince Young would clash one more time, and history had a way of repeating itself.
With the game on the line, Vince Young looks,
Don't hold,
fakes,
don't hold.
runs, throws, caught! It's caught for a touchdown by Timmy Britt!
Well, thanks for watching this episode, and if you have a sports moment that you want me to talk about, comment below or email me at sportsmoments815@gmail.com. Subscribe for more great sports stories, and I'll see you in the next moment.